Chapter 5. Now you see me. I managed to calm down the past few days after that slip-up in the garden club. Rose and Stella were true to their words. I know they were. They were people, saurians, I could trust. But that niggling feeling of fear in the back of my head was something constant. Only finding out about college was inevitable, but it could wait. Wait for a little longer, at least until I was sure you had friends you could rely on. And I could break the news, I could let Mom and Dad know. Sorry, Mom and Dad, your little Tim and Peppy might not have much time left together at this rate as you wanted. Okay, focus, Anna. Time to double down and get to making things ready for your applications. School was not over yet, and the deadline for applications was in April. Plenty of time to get situated with scholarships and final grades before sending your records out. I don't know why you would call it school. Like, I get that college is often considered to be a very different degree of school, but, like, just call it high school. Don't call it school. You're continuing school. It's college. College is a school. They're teaching you things. Plenty of time to stress out about literally everything happening all at once. Also, I find it very interesting that you just did all this behind, like, your parents' back. Also, shouldn't you just tell Anon? Wouldn't he be more incentivized to, like, figure things out? I feel like this isn't the kind of thing you should drop on him, like, seconds before you leave. It's just very inconsiderate to not give someone time to grieve. Nope, enough about that kind of stuff. You managed to get Adam started in track. I had no idea how that managed to work out. No clue. I don't know how this worked. That's good. That'll help him a ton. Hell, especially if you can win a competition or two. From what I could tell, an AP Bio Nasa seems supportive of my baby brother. He needs the confidence boost that I can't give him myself. Better it comes from someone else, though. His running abilities may be dog shit, but apparently can still throw a javelin like it was no one's business. Monkey feet's a hell of a thing. What does that mean? Monkeys are not good runners. Anon is not a monkey. And what do monkey feet have to do with throwing things? I feel like the sentence belongs at under a different line in the paragraph, you know. Like it's a reference to her ability to not join track, but that's not brought up. Well, like yesterday, I managed to get a good run in when suddenly someone scooped it to deck. And the javelin hit stuck at the ground probably 10 yards away. And his little smile graces his beak as his lap partner continues. As my lap partner continues. It's pretty hilarious, honestly. I know someone managed to stumble, pivot 90 degrees and throw it pretty damn close to where the rest of us were. Oh my god, I particularly with everyone else. Honestly, I think my mom forgot everyone else to feel the same. Deep chuckling let out and drawing me away from the assignment briefly as he continued. That's a really awkward sentence. That is straight up a Clowntown sentence. Like, I know what you're saying is like you having my deeply chuckled outs. But like the way the verbiage is just not great. Yeah, the verbiage is just fucked up. After that, everyone else broke down. Not because they were making fun of him, but because he came close to us, you know? Hell of a throw. We were like in another state. I was very confused. My brother's having an pretty unexpected. I titter. Tail giggles follow behind. Tail giggles. Shake a little motions to clearly display my amusement. I feel like you should just have that sentence be on its own and then you later call them tail giggles so you can be like, oh yeah. Or start with it and then say tail giggles. Like, I do this a lot too. You're telling and then showing and like, that's fine. But if you show us what it is, you're like, oh, that's a bit cuter. It feels a bit more like you're trying to introduce a concept over. You wrote the sentence and they were like, wait, I have to explain that, you know? Feels for a first draft in a weird way. Not confident. I don't know what it is. There's just something about starting with the action and then explaining what it is later. That feels more like intentional to me. I don't know. Because this feels more like conversational. I'm trying to correct my speech. It's easy to really display what you feel as a simian with a thing. Yeah, smiling and facial expressions, they don't mean shit. Your body gesticulations, you can't hunch over and look sad. You can't stand up straight with your arms and shit. No, tails are what matters. You know, the thing that's directly behind you and obstructed by most of your fucking body when you're talking to someone. Much like Osorians do with theirs, which is weird because, like, I know that like, Fang did some stuff with her tail, but, like, I don't think anyone else did all that much with their tail in all of Snoot Game. I think they're very tangentially useful. Like, again, Olivia, but if they're not the main character we're trying to fuck, it's like the tail just stops existing. Too bad Dan and Anon were left out sometimes with that fact. Like, interesting concept. You're bringing up, like, there's straight up a communication disconnect here, but we're not talking about that. Or they would simply abuse it, much to me and my mom's eternal frustration. What a weird accusation to make. Man, if these guys had a thing they didn't have, I'd be so mad. What a weird thing to say. What, like, a better sentence would be, then again, they'd probably just abuse it, to me and mom's frustration. Because this sounds so weird, right? It's like you're like, thank God I'm not in that universe. What? I don't know, man. There's something about it that rubs me the wrong way. It's less organic, you know? It sounds like the author having a conversation with himself. Nasser eyes me, leaning forward with one hand on his chin. Both of us had finished the assignment halfway through class, and Farnsworth was buzzsawing his way into his mandatory nap time. I mean, I know that he's a sleepy man, but I never got the impression that he intentionally took naps. Oh, dude, but he got the job done, I suppose. Did he? I'm pretty sure his worksheets were just too simple for you. So, you're still studying quite a bit, huh? Yeah, you can't be too careful, you know. Grades go towards making sure you get scholarships, and scholarships to colleges, and so on and so forth. He nods, he gets it. This guy clearly gets it. He was talking about going off to med school, for Christ's sake. Talk about having to know what to do. You know, Naomi. Gosh, I feel guilty sometimes when I think like that. Naomi is fine, just really hard to read sometimes. Like, she doesn't want you to know what she really wants to do. I have to imagine when I see you sometimes. I find that very weird to say. Isn't that like 90% of what women do? Like, I hear so many stories of women like, well, I was obviously flirting. And it's like, no, you weren't. You were female flirting, but men don't understand female flirting because they are told to hide their emotions and not pay attention and stuff. So your highly sophisticated social, like, backstabbing world of being taught to be subtle and nuanced just doesn't work. Right? If you grow up in an environment where social nuance is just completely out the fucking window, you won't understand stuff. Like, I'm not saying men and women are different. I'm saying the way these people are brought up in their environments changes them. They're taught different skills. And they're like, well, you know, everyone should know how to you know, open the fucking... Oh, God, what is it called again? Everyone should know how to open the terminal and clean their registers, right? Who fucking knows that? Why are you pretending this is common knowledge? That's my problem, right? Woof. What I'm trying to say is, like, Naomi being coy should not be weird to her at all. Like, either she understands because she knows people that are like that, or she's like, she probably has a reason, you know? I feel like if everyone should understand, it should be Anna, because she seems like the kind of person who just gets it, you know? And also wouldn't fucking judge people. Too bad, hopefully he can fix it. Oh god, that's so disgusting. Please don't say that. Like, it was gross when Anna was, like, supposed to... I mean, Anna doesn't really fix Lucy as much as Anna puts Lucy in a situation where she can fix herself, but hey. Anyways, you probably was on a scholarship going for your ride. I applied for them. I'm waiting for answers. Track certainly helps. I think I'd rather stick to gardening, low-key. Relaxation could work out. What the fuck are you going to do in college? Has she mentioned that yet? I might have forgotten. But if she has, like, a thing she's going to do in college, I feel like we should point out, like, college is not like high school. You need to pick a direction. Does she know what she's going to do? Why is she all like, I'm going to stick to gardening, but she also is, like, working extra hard to get into college? It's a really weird dichotomy to create in a character. Like, does she want to go to college? Does she enjoy studying? Is she going to be a botanist? Because, like, funnily enough, I bitch about Goodbye Volcano High a lot, but they establish why Fang likes music. Like, Fang's interest in music is really well defined. Whereas in Snoot Game, Fang likes music because she's good at it. And we don't get anything outside of that. It's not like a personal thing. It's not like a friendship thing. And the same goes for this. It's like, build your characters. Build them into the theme and the plot and everything else. Not as good as a sports team, but good enough. You think I got all the power you need with the running? Not lifting like me and the girls? I didn't say that. Just think you do some exercise. Me and the team, like, do dedicated exercise. And I'm too. Pretty soon I'll overtake you, I bet. Oh, it doesn't make me happy to hear the high praise of Snoot Turtle. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Mr. Man. You just make an excuse. You know, I got the gun you wish you had. How the hell would you? Like, this is a problem I think a lot of people overestimate. It's like, yeah, physical, like, you can be born with a certain degree of talent, but I feel like dedicated exercise does give you a leg up. Natural talent can only compensate for so much. Like, I know Americans love to pretend that's not the case because they keep writing stories where that's not true, but in general, I think being a well-trained soldier is better than having the natural aptitude for fighting. Right? It's like, confidence in your action is not bred through talent. It is bred through experience and training. And that confidence goes way further than just having a body that's built to do it. Right? Or as a wise man once said, no soldier is ready to fight until he's already killed someone. My challenge hasn't blinking and cocked to the situation. You believe that? Raising one arm in a gesture as old as time, my elbow rests on the table as invitation for help. Okay, cool. We're gonna do this fucking stuff. Like, I honestly don't know why they're doing this at all. Like, I'm fine with Anna doing it, because Anna seems to be a bit of a bitch, but why is Nasser doing this? Nasser in the game is explained to be kind of tired and out of it, and, like, he doesn't have time for anything. And here he's, like, arm wrestling someone? How the fuck is the Fang storyline going? I feel like that hasn't even done anything. It's got a good grip, not as good as mine. Also, again, arm wrestling is also a skill. That's not something you could just do well. Like, if you're track and field, why the fuck is your arm wrestling good? Also, I like that you were able to do this in, like, the middle of class. And, like, nobody started watching? No thanks, I'm number one, you will regret it. Which is very weird to say for someone who just admitted to being lazy. I'm becoming a champion, that's a secret. I'm gonna channel my favorite rhythm. I'm just gonna repeat something I said earlier. Anna has way too much going on. She can climb trees, she's extremely athletic, she's extremely outgoing, she's apparently extremely smart, she's also into anime. I feel like Anna should be the like argument to Anon of like you can be a nerd and also be everything else and successful at life, right? Like Anna should frustrate Anon, if anything. Like look at this woman able to do everything I want to do and getting away with it. You know? Can you even be a tomboy if you're like extremely feminine and extremely masculine in the same breath? That was a question. I don't even know what this... What was this trying to achieve? What a weird scene to have where they just arm wrestle and Nasser loses. Is it to set up competition? Like, Nasser is literally in a competitive team with, like, Anon. Wouldn't it make for sense for Anon to have that competitive spirit slowly growing in him as he has, like, something he's good at? I feel like that'd be an interesting arc to take. God damn it, Naomi. Right when I sat down for lunch, she had to bring up a confrontation with Fang and Trish. That happened 2 days ago at this point, but she just wanted to keep bringing it up to make sure I was okay. Like, seriously? Really keep us out of people's business. Dude, you screamed in the middle of a hallway in school. She's the school president. She probably hears all this shit from fucking Spears. Do people forget that? Like, I know she's being a bit nosy in the process, but she's not extraordinarily nosy given the context. Like, everyone has to hate Naomi. Bitch doesn't get a breathing room. When she clearly, like, should have some. Every time she did Nasa look concerned, he kept apologizing and making sure I was okay because of it. I mean, admittedly, it was very loud and vocal and everyone heard about it. Also, why should Naomi care? Not only is she Stuco president, she's, like, the girlfriend of the guy whose sister you yelled at. Or, like, the friend. Like, there's a relationship there. Instead of trying to stick around to do some studying, I had to excuse myself and go to the library. And I was very confused, and I felt guilty for leaving in there, but I just could not deal with the overly simpering concern from that peachy perfect parasite. I thought she just didn't shut up for 1 second. I know that Naomi talks a lot, but the thing is, I don't think the games really sell that she's a chatterbox. She just doesn't shut up when the context demands it. Not that she's like a fast talker or anything. Anna, you're burning the room! Oh shit, that's a fire! I feel like you stopped burning at food and you're just, you know, you're flambeing, baby. Only you can profess forest fires. Why? I mean, again, this is an Anon thought. Like, I get like you're trying to do an Anon thought, but Anon is not like that. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier, and I'm gonna bring it up again. Why the fuck is Samantha teaching at school? Samantha is extremely coded as a stay-at-home mom. Everyone agrees that she's a stay-at-home mom. And I get it, she's a volunteer teacher. That's not how any of that works. You can't just insert this character detail like this. Why even? It's like, the problem I have with this is that it feels like you're trying to make all these changes to the cast so you can double up on your characters, right? God damn it. I'm just so mad how close this one die is to a spin die. So close. One off. How are these die the exact same color and composition and like the same printing, but they're different numbers and different sides? I thought they did those in bulk. Anyway, she's very distracted. I had a bad setback outside with me for a bit. I'm gonna go where someone too wide. I don't know if I was it's eventually worse. The reason that's bad, by the way, is that oil and water don't mix, so they create these tiny bubbles. Water basically explodes as it becomes extremely diluted and rapidly evaporates, aka explosion because of rapid expansion. Now you have this mumble curse because the writers are fucking lazy. And for some reason, you're just Anon but better. And again, that would be an interesting plot point! And it just isn't calling it out in the way that it should. Like, you could just work this in and be like, it's Anon's fault. Like, Anon has the mumbling, and Anon infected her with it. Because they were used to talking to each other in private so much, and they just started... There's ways to make this work! That'd be so cute if it's like, why do you mumble? Well, because we always used to sit together and talk. We always shared our thoughts. Because we're twinsies. But instead it tries to crowbar stuff in. Because it's, you know, not willing to think things through. I wanted to say, what are they thinking? But it's not even applicable. Man, that'd be cute. So fucking cute, though. Yeah, I heard I won't do it again. Something's bothering us. Something's bothering my card. Because, of course we are. Because we're just going to discuss Sarah's trouble with the kids. So why are we having this conversation with her? Why do we need to have it with Miss Erin? Like, the problem I have is that nothing she's doing is really relevant to Mrs. Erin's life. Samantha is not relevant here. If this was Anon saying stuff like this, it could kind of work because, you know, he's trying to date Fang, and then she could be like, oh, no one's gonna sheesh up on my daughter's boyfriend or whatever. I feel like you could work it in, but this is not the way. It's so superficially trying to make scenes happen because they feel like scenes you'd want to have without actually making the scenes work. This is why you edit. Makes sense though, the close faggot sister. Nasser seems to be a ball of energy. Isn't like the whole point of the... Isn't the entire, inciting incident that Nasser isn't a ball of energy, that he's so fucking tired of his sister fucking sucking ass? Like, isn't that the exact reason why Naomi did what she did? You can't just double back on that, you bingus. I do love my dear Tooth Fairy. There's so many things going on. So many things, in fact, that they spill over to Nasser, which is like the reason the plot happens. But I guess we're changing it. Calls almost Funky Monkey. Are they from, like, the 80s? I remember when my Hobbit was on the dance floor. That's Elvis. That's not even the... When was Elvis active? I don't even know, man. He's just one of those people that's from the past. Quotation marks needed. What are we going with? Again, she's not gray. She's technically kind of green. It is weird how they look blue, though. I wonder what it is. What the hell? The funky and facetious? Vin Diesel? The potential was there, but the floor was not. Is a good way to say that the idea is good, but the fundamentals were flawed. Guys frequently, yep. Also, it's kind of a weird thing, but since Nasser is like in a higher grade than he should be, doesn't that mean that him and Fang have like the kind of exposure that makes Anon and Anna like a bit closer together? I don't know how to put it. Look at that, doing well at Javelin Toss. It's been one chapter, man. Let that shit simmer. You're undercooking the meat, man. I know that you like it medium rare, but come on. Actually, considering how most people write, it's probably just rare. If there's rare, he will have a good option or two for college, especially once it gets a college skip for track. I just like the idea if this doesn't work out. Like, why is it that whenever scholarships get brought up, they're just like, you need to do well in school, right? That's universally how scholarships get used in stories. You must do well to go to college. And I'm like, bitch, no one gives a shit about degrees these days. College degrees have turned worthless, and the student debt ain't worth it even with a scholarship. Like, shit sucks ass, man. It's like this entire plot point has just stopped making sense. And again, it's universally used to make someone bother and give a shit, and I get it. But, like, fuck, it's so lazy when they shorthand it. Like, here it's a bit more dynamic because it isn't just the track scholarship itself. It's also partially he needs to have friends, so he needs to have something secondary on the side that he can join into. And the scholarship would just continue that into his college education. And I would love it if they fucking acknowledge that concept. That this is, like, the logical continuation of the plan, but... Man, our son is gonna enjoy med school. You know, med school. Where people fucking die! God damn! Like, med school is like the last place you want to go if you want to have a fun time. Yeah, man, I love working late shifts, being on call 24/7, and being responsible for the life and death of individuals I've never met. Charles been our golden boy. And the whole point here is just that I guess we just share some concerns, which is fine, but there's a reason you want to have a small cast, is you want to have someone that they can confide in. Right? It's really weird to jump from Nasser to, like, his mom. I think we're going to take a quick break. I mean, I'm not streaming or anything, but I'm going to take a quick break and then I'm going to continue. Onwards and onwards. Upwards and onwards, or whatever it was.